Good morning.
Good morning, Sid bhai.
How are you, Mr. Mushtaq?
All is well.
How are you,
and
Kunal?
Fine, thank you.
So today we are having our session during the day because of having a holiday.
Yes, happy National Day, by the way.
Yes, to you too.
Happy National Day, man.
Yeah.
So hope you have some good family time on the holidays.
Yes, yes.
Yes, much needed.
Great. And tell me, how has been your progress on the Incredible You program?
Program so far is fantastic. Thanks for helping me to meet Mr. Shays
Great.
and also Naina.
Oh, very nice.
That
Yes.
was a wonderful opportunity, and I got to learn a lot from them.
Right.
And also got to learn a lot of activities that are going to happen future.
Yeah, they are amazing people, you know.
They
because-
have also the Speak to Fortune program and
Yes.
Millionaires Blueprint.
Yes.
I would love to get involved. With
Very interesting. Yeah, this is just the beginning, Mr. Mushtaq.
Yeah, man, you didn't tell me this before. Had you told me?
Yeah, so I wanted you to feel the difference, feel the impact of this program, so that automatically you realize, yeah, this is worth doing it, worth the money, worth the time, etc. So I'm glad you are finding it. Anyhow, so now we are moving into our sixth and seventh week, and step 4 of our program,
Yeah, okay.
what we call as Unleash You. Now this step I personally find to be very a step where you will really feel some kind of excitement, some new discoveries of how we have been spending our life in the past, how our past decisions have been harming us, benefiting us, or being not so valuable or beneficial to us.
Okay.
So one thing for sure, or I would like to hear from you is, what do you feel after the going through the decision making process? How do you feel? I would like to hear a little bit about from you. What do you feel? How important is the decision making, and what kind of effect it has on our life?
That's a good question, actually. In most cases, like, we get lost. The problem is, I think, I just don't know where to start and where to end. Probably this is where you can help me.
Yeah.
Probably with a structure and a process and where to start and what type of questions that I should ask myself.
Exactly.
And that will give me a clear idea moving forward. And
Well, I wish there, like, we have different subjects in schooling and universities, to master and to get knowledge. I wish there were some programs on decision making in the universities. That's how I feel. This subject is so important, because this really affects our life. Whether we're having a great, good, happy, enjoyable life, or whether we're having a sad, not so happy, not so productive, not so creative life. I strongly say, and the studies show that it is the decision making which really have an impact. Whichever way it is, it's the decision making we do or we don't do has an effect on our life, direct effect on our life.
yes.
Okay, so the idea is to understand the decision making process, for which we have an amazing tool.
Okay.
Again, Arfin Khan has developed a very simple and effective tool in order to understand the importance of decision making and what is a good structured way to
Yeah.
make our decisions. Okay, so I would like to introduce you this tool first, what decision making wheel is. You see, no more making wrong decisions and no more feeling overwhelmed with problems. We have a tool for you that will resolve your problems by making right decisions in the step-by-step manner. Decision making wheel is an online tool that will make you think about a certain problem critically by asking you a set of questions.
Okay.
At the end of the questions, you will come to know about necessary information for you to make a decision. So decision is not basically just going and saying, okay, I'm going to do this. There should be certain step-by-step logical questions or kind of clarity you should have in your mind before making a decision. Okay, so now you may think that decision making. If I'm talking about certain questions and all, I cannot sit and sometimes you have to make a decision like this. Okay, but over a period of time, you will develop this skill so good that you won't even realize you're thinking or answering these questions. You will know that okay, these are the things. So it will happen like in seconds. So let me take you through the activity first. I will broadcast this activity, which is the decision making wheel, and I want you to think of some real life problem you may be having, a problem or a conflict that you may be having right now, and then try and take through this decision wheel process and see how you are able to make the decision. Okay. So there are step-by-step instructions. I'll just tell you to first write down the real problem in your life.
Okay.
And then go through the software, which will give you a step. It will automatically tell you what to do. Okay. So just go through the exercise, and then we'll discuss this further. So, how's it going?
Yes.
Good?
Done it, yes.
Okay. So, you have seen there are 9 important questions
Yes.
which you have to go through before you arrive into a final decision or in order to solve your conflict. So, could you please now, Mr. Mushtaq, share with us what has been your decision making process? By answering all the 9 questions.
Okay. I have chosen my own problem.
Okay.
Alright. Rather than
Real life problem.
Real life
that is
problem,
the idea.
yes.
Yes.
And is that I am at the stage of starting my online business.
Great.
It's e-commerce business related to online assessment
Okay.
in optics.
Okay.
So in these questions, I have answered these questions
Right.
now, and of course it has helped me to conclude and bringing to funnel it down to a point where now I can make a decision.
Okay. So that is the first step. I mean, which is great. You
Yes.
have clear kind of understanding what you want to achieve, and
Yes.
then you are able to decide that.
That's right.
Could you share with us what have you learned from this process?
What I have learned from this process is like the questions that have been a part of this process have helped me to start at one point. Okay, what's the problem? The problem is about, I want to start an online business.
Yes.
And then they are asking me, okay, which baseline is being committed for?
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
being utilized in
For
this one.
example, yes.
My commitment, for example, whenever I take up a project, I always try to complete it and fully committed and see that I
Great.
finish it up,
Great.
and I just don't leave loose ends. So that's my
Very nice.
baseline. And also they are asking me who else within your team can help you or whom and I know within our colleague Hiba is doing that online
Helping
thing,
you.
so I can
Great,
approach her immediately, and that's how a lot of things have fallen in place, and it has.
Okay. Another important thing I would like you to also make sure you consider and evaluate that is that you see what could be the possible obstacles or possible challenges,
Yeah.
which may come on way
Mm.
in order to achieve whatever you decide to achieve.
True.
So you have considered all those things.
Yes,
Any challenges?
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of those things. Definitely, for any business that we start, you will have challenges, and with all the experience that you have, and if you have the friends around you who have experienced such kind of situation, they are definitely going to help us. That's one of the questions that have been asked.
Great. And another important and last question for me is how you feel after making decision. Do you feel energetic? Do you feel happy about it?
Well,
Or you feel some kind of hesitation?
happy, of course, but more of a clarity.
Yes.
The steps that we need to follow, where I need to follow,
Exactly.
what will be in the middle, and how it will end.
That is the
That's-
idea.
That's the
Exactly.
clarity that I have.
Great. You see, again, it's about the clarity, about the focus.
Mm.
And when we decide something, if it gives a kind of happiness feeling, that means your decision is right. At least you are happy, you are contented. You don't have doubts, you're not hesitant, you're not feeling sad about it. In case you feel not happy about it, I would request you to please do the wheel of decision making wheel exercise again.
Yeah. Okay.
So since you are satisfied and happy about your decision, I wish you all the best, and we will see you in the next session.
Inshallah.
Okay. Our next session is also a small session, but very very exciting. One of my favorite session, and I would like to introduce you on that session, which I will give you a small hint so that it will give you some kind of energy for the next session. It's called buzz moments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will discuss about buzz moments in our next session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you all. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Gulnaz.
much.
Thank you.